Hey guys, this is Oracle Daphne doing your September 15th daily horoscope. I just wrapped up doing all of my mid-September horoscopes. Today's Sunday. I'm recording this a day early. I spent all yesterday doing those horoscopes, so I hope you guys enjoyed them. It was a labor of love, but I really enjoyed them, and they make me super happy, so it's what I love to do. So anyways, so let's see what we've got for today for you guys. So this is for September 15th for all signs, okay? I just got to pick one off the top. Whew. We've gotten this before, I think, for the dailies, and for some of you, you're going through a lot. This is a girl that is, she's sitting on this ledge, and I kind of just got the image of somebody maybe even sitting on a park bench, like at a park somewhere, or even sitting like on their balcony or something. They're like sitting on the edge, maybe even on the edge of sitting on the edge of a fountain. But basically I got that, she's very, very upset. She might even be a model. So if you model or do any kind of modeling, because she's wearing this arm cuff, and every time I think of like an arm cuff, I think of like Amber Valletta. I don't think I'm saying her name right, or just some of those famous models that are very tall and slim, and they wear these arm cuffs, and they look amazing. This is definitely a girl. It could possibly be a long-haired guy. Guys, if you have long hair, this could be you. But I'm feeling like, guys, if this is somebody you know, then this is somebody maybe you broke up with recently and she's upset. She's really upset. I'm being drawn to the stained glass actually that's in this card, and the stained glass is actually the images of this dragon coiled around these coins. So it's actually weird because it made me think of the miser. So maybe you broke up over money, or you're in a relationship with somebody and money is an issue, and this is why you're really upset. Maybe you kind of keep going back and forth and money is just a problem for you. You're in a relationship with a miser. Either you're the miser or they're the miser. Chances are they're the miser because it's upsetting you so much that that I think basically you just having this moment where you just can't take it anymore, and you sit down, you put your head in your hands, and it's just it's a very sad moment. And it doesn't last though. The good thing is that it doesn't last, and I mean, generally speaking, I feel like this card is someone who is just overwhelmed emotionally, but she's upset, and she is gonna get. I would like to say, I guess the reason I'm pausing is because part of me feels like I want to say that finances are going to improve. I think the words I'm getting, money is not going to be an issue later on down the line for you. Money is not going to be an issue. So just let that go. So like let the argument go. Like if you're having this, like you had this argument with somebody over money, or you feel like it could even be like an internal struggle where you're on your own. If you're single and you're just like really struggling to make ends meet, and you work really hard, you've got several jobs, and you're trying to put like all the financial pieces of your life together, and you're just, everything kind of is overwhelming you right now. And, as hard as you work, you feel like you're not getting those rewards. But I feel like later, there is a lot of hope in this card, especially because the light's coming in through. So I feel like eventually money is going to come to you in some way, maybe in ways that you're not expecting, but money is going to come to you. So you won't have to worry so much about you know, the state of your finances in, a few days, few weeks, even a few months' time. I know that's kind of vague. Time-wise, things can shift really quickly. So when I do readings, things can shift. If I'm not really specific or set on like a date, or I'm not really specific or set on a time, I feel like she's going to be happy in a couple of hours or a couple of days. And like tomorrow, things are going to look a lot brighter. But this could take time. So this could take some time as far as the finances to really improve. And maybe that's why. Maybe it's taking longer. Like there's time. Maybe it's taking longer for the financial picture to kind of come together for you, and you're just kind of going, when are things gonna get better? You know. And also maybe love may be an issue. Maybe you feel really like unloved right now. You feel like maybe you could be more loved. You could have more attention. It's sort of like that struggle of, am I ever going to find a boyfriend? Am I going to ever find Mr. Right? Am I ever going to be in love? Am I ever going to have money? Am I ever going to, be successful? Things like that. This is the kind of stuff that really brings someone to tears, because it's just overwhelming, and people kind of are riding these emotions where one minute, you could feel fine. The next minute you suddenly feel very alone and suddenly feel like everything's overwhelming you. It's really important for you to remember that there are people that are there for you. Remember that people love you. Remember that it's not all about money. Life is not all about money. I've said this before. I'll say it again. It feels like it's all about money, especially when you don't have a lot. It feels like every time you look at your bank account and you're going, oh my God, how am I going to pay for this stuff? Like your life is about money. And some of you can't even really do what you want to do because you can't even afford to get there. And so that's very tough. And it's a very tough place to be. If you're feeling like this and you're having this moment, then we need to somehow figure out how to get you out of this funk. If this has been you for the last several weeks to months, and this is how it's been, then we need to get you to see a counselor of some sort, a doctor of some sort. You need to get outside. Drag yourself outside. Like, do not wait. The world is waiting for you. The minute you actually go outside, even though it may seem like very frightening and you can't even deal with it, it just will be better. You'll be better. It's like, you basically, feels like almost like you could be on the tail end of getting, you're sick and you may are on the tail end of it. And that just, you maybe you kind of feel like you maybe still feel like maybe I should stay one more day in bed. And I'm saying, no, you need to get outside, because that will cheer you up. That'll make you feel better. That'll give you that positive energy that you really need. There's a butterfly here. That butterfly that is outside is going to lift your spirits up. And it seems so small, but, nature really does lift you up. And I think you really need either a good cup of tea, some ginseng, or something stronger. I'm not sure that came to my head. Whatever that something stronger is for you, I'm not. The thing is, a lot of people who have depression tend to drink, and then the drinking is like a vicious cycle because it makes them more and more and more depressed later, and they don't even realize what they're doing. I would say avoid alcohol, but maybe some strong black coffee, a couple shots of espresso. I'm a huge fan of espresso, not of actually coffee. There's a difference. The espresso has less acidity and is it's not going to cause you so much stomach problems. It's easier on your system. So that's my thing about coffee. You need something. You need some espresso. You need to call a girlfriend and be like, hey, what are you doing? Let's go to Starbucks. This is not a Starbucks commercial, okay? This is just saying you need to get out of the house, go into the sunshine, be in the natural world, meet a friend. This is, going out, going and getting Thai food. Thai food always cheers me up, Go get some Thai food if you can, Just get out of the house. Don't order in, Don't have it sent to your house. No, go out. She needs to have a good cry. So let yourself feel those emotions. But then, after you've had a good cry and you've, cried into your pillow for a couple of hours and you've snuggled in your blankets, then it's time to think about making some tea, getting some coffee, going and getting some food, go to the grocery store after you feeling like this will pick your spirits up because of all the energy. People are coming and going and moving around, hurrying here and there like little scurrying squirrels. That's how it is in Virginia, anyways. You can't go to the store without feeling like someone's gonna run you over. But I digress. So really, you need to go out and get some strong coffee into you and connect with the world. Because the more you disconnect, the worse this is going to be. The more you say, I don't want to go out, I don't want to do anything, I don't want to see anyone, I don't want anybody to call me, then you're isolating yourself more and more and more and more. And although it's good to have alone time and it's good to rest, and maybe you need rest, it's like a breakdown after, it's like, think about it. It's like babies cry. Why? Why do babies cry? Babies cry when they're hungry, when they have to go to the bathroom, when their diaper hasn't been changed, when, they meet somebody new and that person is scary, things like that. I mean, this is all the basics. This is why you're crying. You're crying because you're tired. You're crying because you're tired. And you're crying because you're hungry. And you're crying because you feel lonely. And you're crying because you feel unloved. And you're crying because maybe, your boyfriend or somebody just broke your heart. And you need to have the cry, have the moment, write in your journal, he is a motherfucking asshole, okay? Get it out of your system. Sorry, guys. If you need to write, she is a motherfucking asshole, then go for it, If this is you, guys, if this represents you and it's just you're sad too, and you're not having the world right now, you need to write that shit out and get it out of your system and let it go. And then you can feel better. And then you can get better. And you will get better. But you got to get outside. Because the natural world is there to cheer you up. And if you don't have a pet and you can afford getting a pet, do it. Even if you can't afford getting a pet, go to the pet store. Or go to where you adopt a pet somewhere and snuggle with one of the animals. Because you need to get in touch with the animals. Because the animals are unconditional love. So when you're, that dog that comes up to you that knows you're sad, the dog knows. Animals are very telepathic. They're sensitive creatures. They know when you're upset. They know when you're lonely. They know when you're happy. They know when they really piss you off because they chew up all their things in the bathroom. So, they know. They know it all. And you need to really think about what I said here. And, don't let yourself get too pulled down, You have a lot to offer. And the world wants to see you. So don't hide away. The world's waiting for you to feel better so you can get back out there and be fabulous. That's a Carrie Bradshaw word, fabulous. So be fabulous and feel better and see if you can find someone who'll give you a hug. You need a hug. Some of your family, maybe your mom, your aunt, your grandma, somebody that, will give you a hug and cheer you up and make you feel better. And I hope you feel better. And I know that you will, because I know you'll take my advice and you'll go and get something strong, like some coffee, a triple espresso, quad, or whatever you need to do to get back out there. Even if you only go for a little while, even if you just, she needs to get dressed. She needs to get up out of bed, put her some clothes on, put a little makeup on, take her keys, and go get in her car and drive somewhere, and then drive back. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying she needs to go out and start working, and she doesn't even need to go back to work. It's just she needs to at least go to the store, or go to the park, or go to a coffee shop, or get out for a short time. Make it a one trip thing, one stop. Okay, so it's like a baby step. It's like that movie with Bill Murray, which I did not like, but it's true. Just a little step that, will help you feel better. And I would avoid alcohol. I feel strongly that whatever it is that's gotten you down, alcohol is not the answer. Drugs are not the answer here. The answer is real love. It's love from your people, and your people do love you. Your friends love you. If you don't have a lot of friends, it's time to start your own little social network. Post something online and say, poker night, ladies poker night tonight in my house at 7 o'clock, or, this Saturday, or whatever. And start to get a group of people around you that are fun, and you can talk to them, even if they're strangers. Even if you're inviting strangers over, at least you're meeting some people, some new people that will be around you when times are tough. This is a tough times card. This is times when you're feeling down. You're down. You're not feeling as good as you should. Now, if I'm talking to you and you're like, no, I'm having a great day, I feel fabulous, then someone is like this. And you need to call your friends and research and find out who it is that's like this. And then that way, that person will know that you're there for them. And they need you right now. So if this isn't you, then somebody definitely on this day. Somebody is crying, and they need you. They need your love and support. So on that note, I will talk to you guys again soon. You guys have been great. If I don't get back to you right away, it's because my inbox is overflowing right now, and I'm just trying to get through one at a time. So I still have time in my schedule this week. It's getting very booked. But if you want to, you can email me at elizabetholson31@gmail.com. And I'll put a link here for you guys to do that if you want a private reading with me. If something's going on, if you're having this kind of a day, you want to talk about it, I can do a reading and see what else is, going on in the surroundings, and what the future looks like for you, so you don't have to worry so much. But thank you guys for all your support, and I send you all the best. Big hugs, especially this time. I'll give you a double big hug, squeeze, and hugs and kisses. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks. Have a good night.